We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that they'll start this drive out on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Franks, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
20, TX.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Franks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Now they'll audible to something else. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Viking 18, 19 Lions. Check smash, check smash. Street, check smash.
Now McCarthy. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and 9.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Here we go. Ready?
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Third down and 1. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now, third and a yard.
Go!
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a First and 10 at the 40.
On play action, now McCarthy. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Now Tua going to change the play.
21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Hey. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On play action, McCarthy. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors 70. Set. Set, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. In motion, Hill.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Hup.
Here's McCarthy. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 34. The Dolphins hit 9-3 here on the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
19 tight.
That's
Go.
another.
To the air with McCarthy. Shorts on the reception over the middle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First down and goal to go.
Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Achane once more. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Franks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now they'll change things up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Franks. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Go ahead.
The 2 is going to change things up. Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Let's go. Number 1, high.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing is McCarthy. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
65 cat. Go check. Big Lion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
7 Pirates. Let's go. 79 Broncos. Go.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and in. 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Viking 18, Pioneer. Here we go. Go street. Rig alert. Hey.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Here's a diving catch right side. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
18, Khalid. Riggs. Mustang 19.
To the air again, McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, smash. Buffalo 18. Check go.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
70 range. 70 range. Hook.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Hogan 19.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now 2nd and 3. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Tua signaling to change things up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. And he stopped immediately there. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
20, TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, 31 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On play action, now McCarthy. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. Now he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Come 19. Come 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Come on. Set. Mustang 19. Ready?
Going for it, here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Phillips. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Phillips. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Up the middle they go. Franks. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now Tua going to change the play.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. No don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. In motion right, that's Hardman. Now Tua. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Tua. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
All right, come on. 10-by-3, kick.
Harrison will go in motion left. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On play action, McCarthy. Shorts has got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the air with McCarthy. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll give this to Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart and moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
This is 1st and 10.
60 Eagle, 18 Pioneer. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hut.
Back to throw. Throw caught by Achane. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here's 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Go, Rick, go. Hey, smash Rocco. Go.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. The 2 is going to change things up. Here's Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And now they'll shift things around. Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Miami, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. They will hit the road next week to take on the